Hey everyone, it's the end of 2022 and I've covered many mods this year, but today I'm going to show you my top 20. This is my opinion on the mods I've covered based on quality, implementation, and of course how much fun they are. All of the links are in the description, so if you have missed any from this year, here's your chance to grab them. Let's start the countdown then, and at number 20 we have this Porsche 992 Classic by Secchi. Now this is at version 1, 550 horsepower, 350 brake horsepower per ton, 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. But this car is not all about speed, it's about style too. So this is a limited edition of 1250 made. It's really to revise the style of the 60s and 70s. It still does nearly 200 miles an hour. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So this is number 20 on the list, the Porsche 992 Classic from Secchi Performance. At number 19 on the list we have this BMW 2002. So I covered this very recently. This is by MNBA, but it's also been slightly updated by Mercedes STI. It's at version 1, and of course at Budget G did the original mod. This car has 100 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 7 seconds, but it's all about the style of this car. Absolutely love it. So the new updates include a new engine, the gearbox and drivetrain have been fixed slightly, updated driver animations. I think it just looks great, and when I downloaded this, it is my favorite now, BMW 2002. Okay, on to number 18, and this is another Porsche. There are lots of Porsches in today. This is the Porsche 992 RS3, again by Secchi Performance. 800 brake horsepower, 671 brake horsepower per ton. This is the fastest 911 ever produced by Porsche, 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. This is the racing edition, so it has racing everything including brakes and body kit. It's a 200 miles an hour car. It is brilliant to drive, so do download this one. Again, link is in the description. Next up, and at number 17 on my list, and I have covered this a few times recently, is this BMW M3 E30 Group A rally car. Now this is the Kunos version that has been updated by Solrak. It's at version 1.01. It's from 1987, 329 brake horsepower, weighs just over a ton, 140 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. This is the first Pro Drive Group A car for BMW, and I just love it. It's just such a good mod. Now if you want to get into rallying, do check out my other rally videos, but this is the car to get you started, so do download it. At number 16 then we have this Ford Escort XR3 by Tony Cook. This is at version 1.1. So this is from 1983. This was actually designed by Ford to compete with the Golf GTI, like a lot of cars of that era. The Golf GTI owned it when it came out. 109 brake horsepower, but it only weighs 880 kilograms. I didn't realize how light these cars were. So it does have a tuned CVH engine, 120 miles an hour. Not fast compared to today's terms, but when this came out it really did revolutionize the market, especially in Europe. So that's the Ford Escort XR3. And talking of revolutionary, at number 15 we have this awesome Nissan R382. This is by Legion. It's from 1969, 600 brake horsepower, and this was revolutionary because it was Nissan's first V12 engine. This car has got 613 brake horsepower per ton. Imagine driving in this open car with that kind of power. 217 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds. An absolute beast. Next up we have another Porsche at number 14. This is the Porsche 911 GT3 992 manual by X Mods and Adrian. 510 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds. This is the manual conversion. It's got CSP extensions, and it's also got the Script Sound GT3 RS sound. This car sounds gorgeous. At number 13 on my list is this Jaguar XJS, again by Tony Cook at version 1. This is from 1986, 289 brake horsepower, but it's a pretty heavy car at 1800 kilograms, 0 to 67 seconds. It would do a genuine 150 miles per hour. This car was all about luxury though, and from my area when I was growing up, this was the car to have. The Jaguar XJS, looking awesome. At number 12, we have the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo FQ400 from the Ferrari guy. I was actually sent this mod, and I do get sent a lot of mods, and I would ask all the modders, if you want me to cover something, do ping it over into my email address and I'll take a look. This one was a real surprise, 360 brake horsepower. It has many extras and CSP features, and all of the cars today, the modders have done a fantastic job, and it's all about the details. This Lancer Evo has lots of those details, including the ability to change all the different traction controls on there. Really good stuff. So again, thank you to all the modders that are included today, and I'm sorry I couldn't include every car that I've covered this year. Next up is at number 11, we have this Ferrari 488 Evo GT2 by Gorilla Mods. This is at version 2.1. This car is so good. 469 brake horsepower, 438 horsepower per ton. This is built on the 488 Challenge, but it's got improved power, downforce, suspension, brakes, but the mod again is of the highest quality. All of the mods today, guys, are completely free too, so as I did this video, they are all still free to download. So we're now into the top 10, and at number 10 I have this Lancer Evo FQ400. Now this is by Assetto Corsa Real Mod and Jacob P version 1.01. 403 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. Again, this has got the 2-litre turbocharged, very famous Mitsubishi engine in there. This is a brilliant car to drive again. Very good quality. Do grab this Evo. Next up, and at number 9, we have this amazing BMW M4 CSL version by Secchi Performance. This is at version 1. 550 brake horsepower, 339 brake horsepower per ton, 0 to 60 in a very swift 3.7 seconds. This car is feature rich. It's got so much stuff on it. Android Auto, M racing headlights. It's got head-up display and ambient lighting, to name but a few, but again, it's of the highest quality. Secchi Performance do some great mods, so again, do support all of these modders today that I've put in this list. Next on the list, and at number 8, this Lotus Emira 2022. This is by 101 Creative, and it's at version 1. I know a few people were waiting for this to come out. 399 brake horsepower, 284 brake horsepower per ton. It will do 180 miles an hour, 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. This has got the 3.5 litre supercharged V6 Toyota engine in it, but the mod itself is of really high quality. Of course, it comes with all of the CSP features that we are coming to expect from the highest quality mods now, so this is a fantastic car to add to your collection. Just while I've got a moment in this video, while we look at this awesome 2022 Emira, do check out the rest of the channel. There's over 300 sim racing videos on there now, especially Assetto Corsa, guides, tutorials and mods, so I would love to have you on board, so do click on that subscribe button if you've not already done it. Remember, it's completely free and you'll get notified of all the latest videos. Right then, at number 7, we have this Lamborghini Huracan St Evo 2 GT2. Long title, but a great car. This is by Gorilla Mods. It's at version 2.01. 620 horsepower, 490 horsepower per ton. This has got the V10 engine in it. Just look at it. It sounds great, and again, it drives fantastic. All of these mods have had so much work put into them. Next up, and at number 6, we have this BMW M2 G87. This is by Secchi Performance, again at version 1. 640 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. Now this has got heads-up display, Android Auto. It's got full tuning, CSP extras. It's even got a cluster change, etc. that you can change on the dashboard. And of course, it's got all of those Secchi Racing Performance add-ons. Fantastic car. So that is the BMW M2 G87. Now we're into the top 5. And remember, this is my list, so don't think I'm trying to be controversial. And at number 5, I have this Mercedes 300 SL. This is by MNBA, version 1.12. And of course, this is a very famous car from between 1954 and 1957. When this car was released, it was one of the fastest production cars of its time. 212 brake horsepower, 0 to 60, 7.8 seconds, 150 miles an hour. But the reason it's at number 5 in my list is because this mod is so beautiful. All of the animations are fantastic. The attention to detail, whether it's inside the car under the car or in the exterior of the car are absolutely top notch. So this is number 5 in our top 5 now, and that is the Mercedes 300 SL by MNBA. Do also remember, guys, to drop in the comment section below what your top 5 cars would be and any cars you want me to cover in future. Okay, number 4 in our list is this BMW F82 M4 Apex Taxi by Tony Cook version 1. This is such a popular mod. If you've not got this mod, guys, just download it. It is brilliant. The highest quality. 439 horsepower. It's all about details on this car. Everything is gorgeous to look at, and it is a fantastic car to drive. Of course, it's also full of all of those goodies from CSP, and CSP this year really has moved on for car modding, so do check out all of the CSP Sol and Pure guides I've got on the channel. They will really help you to get the most out of your Assetto Corsa. I just had to show you a little bit more of that car. It is so good. And the next car is again of the highest quality. That is the Ferrari SF9 Stradale by MNBA Adrian Su. This has got 986 brake horsepower. Of course, it's a hybrid. It's got 800 Newton meters of torque, 217 miles an hour. 0 to 60 is in 2.5 seconds. So this is a quality mod. It's got so many extras on it, but just look at the graphics and the time and effort that has gone into this car. I know this car is very well loved by my community, and I would say again, guys, all of these mods today are completely free, but of course a lot of these modders do have some paid for pieces as well, so do support them where you can, because the modding scene in Assetto Corsa is keeping this game alive, and it just adds every single year. I am always amazed every time I look for new mods how many out there are. And now we're into our top 2, and at number 2 we have this Toyota Supra GR A90 2JZ. This is by Hitachi Media. So earlier on in the video I talked about implementation, quality, and how much fun some of these mods are. This mod is very fun. It's also done very well. Some of the details I absolutely love. I think I covered this 2 or 3 months ago. It looks beautiful. Over 1,000 brake horsepower too. But look under the bonnet. I love details like this. The engine is done so well in this. It's also got neons on it. It's got nitrous. And if you're looking for a car to generally go out and cause mayhem, this is the one. So this is number 2 in my list. And again, guys, remember, these are all just the mods I have covered. I know there are so many fantastic mods out there, so do drop them in the comments if I've not covered them this year. And so we get to number 1, and this is my favorite car from 2022. This is the BMW Pro Car M1 version 2.6, of course from 1979. This is by SMS, Mascot, Vowles Driver, and De Wallace. So this was actually a port from Project Cars. 468 brake horsepower, full CSP integration, many extras. The detail is top notch, but I'll tell you why this car is number 1 on my list, and that is how it drives. It's not just the details, it's how it drives. This is a brilliant car to add to your collection. So this is my number 1 favorite car of 2022. And the great thing about this video is that if you have missed any of these great cars from 2022, all the links are in the description. Do remember, check out the rest of the channel. There's so much more sim racing on there. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out with YouTube. And thank you so much for all the support in 2022. And I can't wait for 2023 on the channel. See you soon, guys.